Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is the build of the legs of the Type C. And first up, we need the parts to make up the foot. Fairly simple, of course, to make. It's only 3 parts. But this is just a foot. We'll be doing the ankle in a moment. See? There you go. Looks like massive slippers. Now we need the letter M. Okay. And I didn't do this before on the last part, so I might as well do this now before I forget. Oh yeah, that's. And I close it up like that. Let it bleed out. Now I don't have to worry about the bottom part to sand off. The one thing you may want to work on is sanding the front part here and the back part here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it some layers of glue, like so, here, and then here. And as it dries up, it'll work well for me. It'll loosen the paint, it'll loosen the plastic, but it'll give me it'll be easy for me to sand down. So for now, this is done. I'm just going to put it on here and let it. It'll dry up on its own. But I want to show you how this thing comes out. Another part that you may want to wait until you're ready. It's these, the ankle armor. I'm going to put it on now, but later on I'm going to remove it so that way I can modify it a bit. This part is going to be modified. How or what? Well, you guys will see soon enough. Right now, let me just finish putting these parts together. But I won't glue these parts yet, not until I'm ready to go. Even though I said that I am going to paint the whole kit as a whole, it's going to be removed into sections. You know, the arm, the leg, and I may have to take it apart a little bit further, but not too much. Alright, so going to this part here. You take this piece, you take this top part here, put it through here, like so. And this one, you put it through the opposite end, like so. So it looks, and I gotta look at this clearly. Yeah, wrong way. This one goes like that. So it looks like that. And then you close it up to seal the deal. Now, this part here, we're going to work with the actual connection of the thigh. And for this, I gotta remember the orientation. I'm going to put this one here, like so. Come on, like so. Or did I do it wrong? No, I did it wrong. But that's fine. Figured it out. So put that there. And then we will need this poly cap for the joint that connects the leg to the hip. And again, this one's a bit tough here because there's a trim here that is conformed to the part. So I'm only putting glue in the holes here, so that way when I seal it up it's pretty good. And then I'm not going to sand this leg down onto the side because it is part of the armor. The inside may have to be sanded down, but the outside you don't have to worry about. Alright, so the next part here would be this. And I discovered something interesting. Where is it? I think it's this one. We'll do it this way. putting this here is kind of loose. I found that out on the previous leg. So I'm going to apply a little glue here, considering that I am going to put some glue along the side of the calf, all the way down here. The front part, I don't have to put glue, and I'll show you the reason. Well, maybe I can, just a little. And then you close this up like this. Then I'm going to sand this down here and here. Alright. The next poly cap will be this one, this huge one, which will connect to here. And then we have the front part that goes here, that goes like that. Just gotta reorientate the poly cap. Come on, get in there. Fudge. Come on. Let's do that again. There we go. Alright. And then finally, we put this part here. And that completes the leg of the Type C. There you go. So far, so good. Let's move on to the next part of this build. Okay, so now we're finishing up this kit, and I'm going to do the remaining parts, which happens to be the waist and the shield. The gun, on the other hand, I've already pre-built it already, and I started to sand down some of the stuff like over here in the clip. The buttstock, they had these two little parts that were sticking out, but considering that the seam lines were over these two parts, it didn't seem wise for me to actually get a sand, fold up one of my sanding paper and then sanding off the groove. So I thought maybe it's probably best to wipe the buttstock off and maybe do something new and unique. Bottom part has been sanded down. That's going to be primed soon. This is going to be sanded down. This is sanded down as well. And the gun is great as it is, but this gun is going to be modified. For now, we'll put it to the side and we'll continue on with the remaining parts. So we have this little part here, which goes into this, and the instructions dictate that I put the yellow sticker there. Obviously not. So next we take this, and then we'll need polycap number letter N. That's both of them. One here, one here. So I'm going to put this one in this part, and then this part in here, and then we close the back part like so. Then the front part will come over here, which will be supported by this, and then we have this part that goes here, and then this part that goes here. The shield is pretty simple. You just gotta put these two over it. I know I said that I'm not going to use the shield, but I said, ooh, I almost forgot. There is another part that goes into the shield. Thank you. A polycap. Polycap. Oh, same letter. Okay. And now we're going to put this one here. And then we should be done. Again, like I said before, I am not going to use the shield in this kit. I just want to make sure that I want to get this thing done and squared away. I think that pretty much, this one covers this for, I don't know why, since you're going to use this for that, but whatever. So this part is done, this part is done, and this part is done. Let's now move on to the final build. Okay, so now that all the parts have been dried up and assembled, let's put this kit together and see what it looks like. We'll begin with the torso to the hip. Whoops. Then the leg parts goes here and here. Snaps into place like so. And we have the left arm. Then Now it has this part here that I said that why would you want to put this little part there, but I realized you have to put it in so that way you can support this. So that goes like that. Then we have the right arm, followed by this, which I had to put on so that way you guys can see it firsthand how it looks. And then finally I formed the head, and there you have it. The Type C is ready for action. As you can see, this will be my lead mobile suit in my diorama. It is very cool looking, as I point out here. This kit will be modified. I'm not going to use the bazooka that I already mentioned many times. The gun will be modified, the arms, the chest. Don't think the head will be modified. However, since I'm going to be painting and priming it, the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put tape, masking tape right there, so that way I don't damage the clear part. But armor, I mean, there's going to be modifications on the skirts, on the lower portions of the leg and the foot, the arms definitely. The shield, I'm not too, I don't know. I'm gonna, you know what? Even though it's not going to be part of the diorama build, I will paint the shield just in case so I can get it out of the way. With that being said, I'm now prepared to go on to the next phase of this kit, and that is the modifications, of course. And for that, I have a lot of things that I'm going to use to modify, specifically claw plate. I got these styrene strips here, which is 0.25 millimeter or mm by 2.5 millimeter, or I don't know how you want to refer to it. It's 0.0 inches by 100 of it. Nah, I don't know what you call it. Yeah, either way, they're long strips here. I have a sheet of claw plate here, which I'm going to be using soon. I'll be cutting it up and putting it on. I'm going to see about the hands, if I can use those hands or maybe modify the hands, who knows. But I got extra hands here just in case. I actually pull one out for this, as you can see. But I may want to work on this hand first and then apply it to that. Who knows? This is all going to be a work in progress. So, let us begin with plot the plate on the Type C.